Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Significant damage has been reported after a tsunami hit the Pacific island nation of Tonga, but communication problems are making getting the full picture difficult. These satellite images from space show the extent of the volcano eruption on Sunday. Ash billowed out of the Tonga Ha'apai volcano, which is about 65 kilometres north of the capital. So far, there have been no confirmed reports there of injuries or deaths, but internet and telephone communications are extremely limited, and outlying coastal areas remain cut off, leaving the real scale of the damage unclear. Two people have drowned off a beach in northern Peru after unusually high waves were recorded in several coastal areas. New Zealand and Australia have dispatched surveillance flights to assess the damage. Two teenagers have been arrested in England as part of an investigation into a hostage-taking incident at a synagogue in Texas. British citizen Malik Faisal Akram from Blackburn was shot dead after a standoff with police in Colleyville in Texas. Earlier on Saturday, an FBI hostage rescue team stormed the synagogue. Here footage of the final 3 remaining hostages running through a fire escape.
This was an act of terror. This was an act of terror.
Speaking on Sunday, President Joe Biden thanked local authorities and the FBI. Novak Djokovic has arrived back home in Serbia after being deported from Australia. Mobile phone footage showed the tennis star walking through the airport in Belgrade. Serbian fans gathered at the airport chanting his name. The top men's player was deported on Sunday after losing a visa battle that centred on the fact that he is unvaccinated. Police in Kenya have termed alarmist a viral video of school kids lying down in a classroom to avoid gunfire.
Yeah, students so scared.
The video posted on social media shows students frantically seeking to hide under desks, tables and chairs as shots ring out. But security leaders in the area say the attack was happening more than 1 kilometre away from the school. Tensions remain high in Kenya's North Rift region, along the Kerio Valley, where a series of banditry attacks have taken place regularly for several months. Former Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is thought to be negotiating a plea deal which could end his corruption trial. An agreement could see Mr. Netanyahu plead guilty to reduced charges in return for community service instead of a possible jail term. Reports say Mr. Netanyahu is, however, objecting to accept a charge which would require him to leave politics. A major winter storm has brought heavy snow and ice to parts of the US and Canada, putting more than 80 million people under weather warnings. More than 145,000 people are without power in some southern states, and thousands of flights have been cancelled. Virginia, Georgia and North and South Carolina have all declared states of emergency. The US National Weather Service says more than 1 foot of snow is expected in some areas, which could result in dangerous travel, power outages and tree damage. The pandemic has made the world's wealthiest far richer, but has led to more people living in poverty. That's according to the charity Oxfam. Lower incomes for the world's poorest contributed to the deaths of 21,000 people each day, its report claims.
Yes, well, you'll notice.
But according to the charity, the world's 10 richest men, which include Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, have more than doubled their collective fortunes since March 2020. Amazon has dropped plans to block UK Visa credit card payments this week as the two sides continue to try to resolve a dispute over payment fees. The expected change regarding the use of Visa credit cards on Amazon will no longer take place on January the 19th, that's according to Amazon. Visa said it was working closely to reach an agreement. Amazon said last year that Visa payment costs were an obstacle to providing the best prices for customers. And finally, the first day of the Spring Festival travel season has kicked off in China despite sporadic outbreaks of COVID-19 across the country. Over 1.18 billion trips are expected to be made during the travel rush. China's largest annual travel period, also known as Chunyun, will last until February the 25th. Many Chinese people will travel to meet their families for the Chinese Lunar New Year or Spring Festival, which falls on February the 1st. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.